Hey, welcome to Speak English with Christina. L'anglais fun, fluent et facile. First of all, you'll have to excuse my voice. This week I have a bit of a sore throat, and so my voice sounds a little like I inhaled helium or something. So sorry about the voice, but I hope that you can still understand. So this week, it's another special episode of the series Apprivoiser la patate chaude, which in English would be something like tame the hot potato, which doesn't really make any sense, but maybe in French neither. Anyway, this week it's you'll see that I'm with an English friend of mine named Vicki. Vicki's from England, but she lives in the US. And so we're talking about differences between British and American English. And Vicki's going to tell us a little bit about how she had to learn how to speak American when she moved to the United States. Of course, you can download the script plus an activity that you can do to help you with your comprehension with this video. The notes are below the video, but I'll go ahead and let you enjoy this episode of Apprivoiser la patate chaude with Vicki. Hi, Vicki. How are you today?
I'm very well.
All right.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Exactly. Now, just because you're, where are you from in England, actually?
I'm from near Cambridge.
Okay, right. And you live in Philadelphia, right?
That's right.
Okay,
just south of New York.
Oh, nice, lovely. Okay, so when you came to the U.S., and of course it's the same language, but there's a lot of differences between British and English. Like, what were some of the differences? Maybe like especially regarding food, because there's a lot of food vocabulary that's different. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
First thing that comes to mind is vegetables.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Things like aubergines had to become eggplants.
Eggplant, yeah.
And courgettes had to become zucchinis.
Right, yeah.
And then herbs as well, or
herbs, as
they
we say. Yeah, we don't
Yes.
pronounce the herbs. Yeah, exactly.
So I'd have to go shopping for my herbs.
Right.
And there would be coriander. I didn't know what that was, but it turned out to be cilantro.
Cilantro, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And some of the pronunciation would be different too. So instead of getting oregano, I'd have to buy oregano.
Oregano, yeah, exactly. If you asked for somebody, like, where's the oregano? Like, would they understand you, or were they like, what do you mean?
They'd make allowances because I didn't really know how to speak American.
Okay, so you had to learn how to speak American. Yeah, right.
And sometimes, shopping could be a problem. You know, I can remember going into a supermarket here, and I wanted to buy some Worcester sauce.
That's the one with the name that's nobody can pronounce. Yeah, like for us, it looks like Worcestershire or Worcestershire, and I don't think any Americans know how to pronounce it. We're just like that Worcestershire sauce.
And I knew that I wouldn't know how to pronounce it in American,
right?
Because I knew it wouldn't be the same, because so many of the town names here are different, you know.
Right.
So I went up to a guy and I said, I want something called Worcester sauce, but I think you might call it Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
And he sent me straight to the right aisle.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it would be if you say Worcester sauce, people are like Worcester, like Wooster.
And then I think the other thing that was different perhaps was some of the there was lots of stuff. You know, I'd go in and I'd see chips on the menu, and I wouldn't realise that I wasn't going to get
French fries.
French fries, that's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I thought that I was going to get British chips, which would be like your French fries.
Which are French fries, right? So like if you're in the US and you see chips on the menu, it's
crisps.
It's
We'd
crisps.
say crisps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which I'm trying to think in French, it's chips.
Yeah.
So it's more like the English one, chips
Yeah.
out of a bag. And then French fries in American is chips in British, which is frites in French. Right. So confusing.
I have had meals actually.
Yeah.
Had meals from my American friends at Christmas on Boxing Day, which you don't have.
We don't
in
have.
the
Yeah.
States.
Yeah.
I used to have parties,
Right.
and I'd put out lots and lots of English foods.
Yeah.
And one of the things that would cause confusion was the mustard,
Mhm.
because it would be British English mustard,
Right.
Coleman's mustard,
Yeah.
bright yellow, but really quite strong.
Oh,
I mean,
right,
very
right.
very
Yeah.
hot.
Kind of like French
And-
mustard, which is like you eat it and your nose, you're like, ah.
It
Yeah.
could be. I mean,
yeah.
it's much stronger than, say, something like Grey Poupon. It
Yeah.
would be. It would be. I think the closest thing in America would be something like Chinese mustard. They might
Oh,
think,
right. Okay, so it's really, that kind of hurts.
but
Yeah.
even hotter.
Yeah.
And so they would be making their sandwich and putting it on in
Oh,
large
no.
quantities.
Yeah, because they're thinking it's like an American brand of mustard, which is French's mustard, which is really very, 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 very mild. So they're
Yeah.
thinking it's just not going to be very strong at all. And then,
So we had to put big warning signs up for that.
careful of the mustard. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then I'd say, and then we've got pudding,
Mhm.
and they'd be expecting something that was not. It would be, what would they expect? You know
Like a
better
creamy
than I.
thing. Yeah, like something that's kind of, like in France, they have this dessert. It's called Danette or Mont Blanc, which is it's like creamy. Like you eat it with a spoon, and like that's what Americans think of when they think of pudding.
Okay. Well, that
Yeah.
could be one pudding.
Yeah.
But pudding is a much broader term in
Right.
British English. It's for all desserts.
It's dessert.
We
Yeah,
might,
right.
we
Yeah.
might call a dessert a pudding. But we do have puddings as
Right.
well. Like we have suet puddings, and suet is, I think it's the hard fat from is it the kidney or the liver that it surrounds in an
Ew.
animal?
Okay, yeah.
And
That doesn't
and
sound
we
very
make-
good at all. That sounds
Actually, you can
awful.
make some delicious puddings with it.
Okay.
They're sort of like soggy sponge
Sponge
things.
cake. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for example, we have figgy pudding.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
like that. It's got
Does that
figs
have
in
figs
it.
in it? Okay, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
Makes sense.
Christmas.
Yeah.
We have suet puddings.
Okay.
And a kind of suet pudding is called spotted dick as well. And that's usually a suet pudding that's got currants or sultanas in it that
Okay.
makes the spots.
Does it make some
But it's
spots in it?
Yeah, but most of my American guests want to try spotted dick
Yeah.
because they
Because of
just
the
like
name, and
name.
because of the name, they just laugh at the name, I imagine. So yeah, I guess we'll not go into the name, but if someone wants to know what that means, they can Google it. But yeah, that's yeah, I can imagine American. What is spotted dick? But yeah. So there's the and then there's maybe like the difference between biscuits and cookies.
Yes. I found your biscuits very disappointing.
Oh.
I
I think our biscuits are very good. I eat them for breakfast.
But I found your cookies very exciting.
Oh yeah, we do have good. We got lots of experience making cookies, I suppose. Yeah, because so we have cookies, which is
When
like
I moved
chocolate
into
chip.
a new house,
Yeah,
American neighbours came and knocked on the door
right.
and brought me cookies to welcome me.
Oh, that's really nice. I think
It was very nice.
yeah, and they don't do that in England. They don't go and knock on your door to say welcome to the neighborhood.
They would, but they wouldn't be bringing cookies.
Okay.
They might be saying, we must go down to the pub one day, or
Oh,
something like that.
So you guys, it's beer at the pub, and for us, it's like a basket of cookies.
But even, we stumble into relationships with strangers in
Yeah.
a much more awkward way, I think, in England.
Right, like you're.
So we might have to live next to you for a year and nod every time we pass
Oh,
before
right.
we dare speak.
Before you dare. Whereas in the US, like they'll see you pulling up with the moving van and they'll be like, oh, new neighbors. Hey, welcome to the neighborhood. Glad to have you. And 5 seconds after you pulled into the driveway, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that would happen in England too, but you couldn't guarantee it.
Yeah,
That
sure,
people
right.
would just be concerned about interfering. They wouldn't want to get in your way.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't want to bother them because they're obviously very busy moving and whatnot. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, Vicki, well, really interesting to see the sort of the differences, like, between the US and the UK. Like, same language, but, yeah, like you said, you had to learn American, and I suppose if I went to the UK, I'd have to learn British English, so, yeah, right. Okay, Vicki, good talking to you.
I'm still learning. I think I'm about intermediate.
Intermediate in American English. So yeah, there's hope for you yet. Right. Okay, Vicki.
Okay, lovely to see you.
See ya.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. So that was it. I hope that you enjoyed that conversation. I had a lot of fun recording it. Vicki and I are good friends. We worked together on a lot of projects, and she was very happy and very enthusiastic to create a video for all the Speak English ambassadors. That's you guys. And like I said, also I forgot, Vicki has a fantastic YouTube channel. Also, it's called Simple English Videos. I'll put the links down below in the notes so that you can see her video. She does a fantastic job with her videos, really, and she taught me a lot of things. But also be sure to download the worksheet and to work on your comprehension with this. And I'll see you next week with another regular episode of Speak English with Christina. Okay, have a good week, and I'll see you next time.